Alright guys, basically I got everything wired up. It look crazy right now because I'm just doing it for display purposes. But other than that, man, it's really simple to wire up. So again, got the power cords connected now. Again, got both positive and negative linked together. Going to the battery source right there. We're gonna see if this battery is enough to power the unit and the Garmin Livescope thing. We'll see how it work out, but welcome back, y'all. Fred Be Fishing TV. Basically, I had to give it a test for my original setup. What I did find out was that one battery that was just powering the Livescope and the fish finder was just not enough. So I got a couple hours out of it, but it died pretty quick. So basically just got a bigger battery, more amp hours. I think this one is a 18 amp hour, 12 volt. So that should last a lot longer. And what I'm gonna do is just wire the Livescope simply just to this battery, and then the actual fish finder just to this one. So that way this can last all day, that can last all day. And I'm also probably gonna install a toggle switch where I can click it on and off, because that Livescope just stays on and continues to pull power from it when not in use as well. So that's probably gonna make it a little bit easier. And again, all this was, I think this was from Lowe's, just a 5-gallon Husky storage box, heavy duty. As you can see, I already mounted the fish finder mount to the top, tilt it, all that good stuff, the faceplate. I also did around back cut out a hole so I can run the wires. So you just want to make it big enough so pretty much all of the nozzles can at least fit through. So the next step is wiring the live box simply just to this battery, and then we'll do the fish finder to that battery. All right, y'all stay tuned. Put that to the side. So looks like a lot, but it's really not. So again, I got the Livescope battery here plugged into the big battery so that can last longer. And I got my fish finder unit plugged into this smaller battery, which is fine. I just found out that running both the fish finder and the Livescope from that one small battery, it was not enough. And I know I said I was going to install a toggle switch, but for now I'm gonna hold off on that, just because I just want to make sure I wire things right without frying my Livescope. So I'll just hold off on the toggle switch. For the most part, it's easy access, so I can just come back here and just unscrew the power. So that way it'll kind of pretty much kill the power from the battery. So, but that's the inside. Next is the actual Livescope pole. Pretty much show you how I did that, and we should be good to go. Lock it up. Cord still run out of battery. That's it. It's pretty much portable at this point. It's not that heavy, but it's got a little weight to it. All right, guys. I'm now outside, pretty much putting together the Livescope pole mount. For the most part, all I pretty much did for at least the long shaft, literally Just got a whole piece of PVC. I believe that's 1 inch PVC. Again, 1 inch PVC for the outer shell, all the way. So what I also did, again, the outer shell was 1 inch PVC all the way down. It's probably about, I don't know, about 5 feet or so, I don't know. What I also got was 3/4 inner, I think this is like some PVC as well, but it's the inner pipe version, so I guess it measures it by the threshold of it being inside or something like that, from my understanding. All I know, it fit right in here for the most part, just to add a little bit of tension. So when I am turning it, I just put some Velcro in here a little bit, just so it can give it a little bit more stiffness. So I don't want to be too loose where it's just swinging everywhere. So I just added some Velcro on the inside just to give it a little stiffness. Now I'll leave a link on the pieces so you can kind of find them easily. But of course the next step would be is to add this little kind of like, I don't know, I guess it's like some kind of coupler or adapter, which basically is going to act as my stopping point so this pole doesn't just slip out at the bottom. So basically I put that on, and I'm basically going to screw it on to have a fixed fit. And then I also got this elbow that I'll angle it in the same direction as the Livescope is facing, so that way I always know which angle the Livescope is facing. And also probably gonna add another little piece of PVC, just a little piece of 1/2 inch PVC. Now it's not gonna be a snug fit, so again, that's why I say I'm probably just gonna screw that in, because it's just what I feel like doing. I don't feel like matching up all those pieces and finding the right adapters. You ain't gotta go that deep, man. It's just fishing. But that's the concept. That's the concept of the pole. I'll cut this down, of course, because that's too long. Paint it and paint it all black. Now, as far as the mount, this is important though. This piece, basically, I just ordered this off of Amazon. It's kind of basically like a ram mount rendition, off market, whatever. But basically, I got it bolted on by some U-bolts, as you can tell, going around the PVC. Did my measurements and everything where I want it. Zip ties for now. I'm gonna take those off because they say it's bad for the cable, so I'll probably use some duct tape or something, whatever. But U-bolts, tighten that on. Basically, it's like a fish finder mount kind of thing, and you just use that plate as a piece to secure it down. So basically, at that point, let me take this off. At that point, that's when you just basically lock it onto the ball. So as you can tell, I'll probably have one on this side and on the other side of the boat, or in the back if I feel like moving it around. But basically, you just go ahead and unscrew this a little bit. You just put it right there on the ball, tighten it back down till it's nice and tight to wherever you're liking. I like to have it straight for the most part, and boom, you now have your tiltable, removable Livescope pole. You feel me? Without paying an arm and a leg. You can get all these pieces at Home Depot or Lowe's for real cheap. Maybe like really pretty much definitely under $15, that's for sure. But again, I'll show you the finished product, how it looks. Now this part is important too though, because I am using on the outer shell 1 inch, and the inner shell, as you can see a little bit, is the 3/4. It's not, this mount is not going to fit on the 3/4 pole. So what I had to do is cut a piece of this 1 inch, about the same length as the 3/4 in there, and basically split it in half. So that way, both sides, split that PVC down the middle basically. So that way it's clamping on to the 3/4 pole inside by the mount when you tighten it up. So now this part is completely, you know, swivelable, if that's a word. But that's how you fix that problem. But alright guys, I got the handle piece painted all black, just so I don't look so obvious that I'm using Livescope. I won't give it away too much, you know. It's the handle, and then the pole, all black everything. All right guys, there you have it. Livescope set up, mounted on the boat, you feel me, all black with the handle pointing in whatever direction. I'm telling y'all, but I'm about to tear these fish up, man. I swear, it's like a video game. I'm gonna get y'all some footage of the Livescope screen and everything when I'm back out on the water. Like I said, I took it out one time just to get, you know, be a test trial, just to see what I need to improve on, see how the whole Livescope thing work. So now that I got a better idea of it, hey, it's on and popping now, man. We ready though. We ready. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Fred B Fishing TV. You already know what it is, man.